Welcome back. Republicans are blasting the Biden Justice Department over revelations that Special Counsel Jack Smith subpoenaed Republican lawmakers' phone records as part of Operation Arctic Frost. It was a key point of questioning in AG Pam Bondi's testimony yesterday.
Can you tell me why my phone records, when I'm the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, were sought by the Jack Smith agents? Why did they ask to know who I called and what I was doing from January 4th to the 7th? Can you tell me that?
No, Senator, and there were 8 senators in total.
Yeah. Do you think that was an abuse of power?
Senator, I cannot discuss whether there is or is not an ongoing investigation.
Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty was one of those Republicans whose phone records were swept up in this, and he joins me now. President Trump last night slamming Jack Smith on Truth, saying, wow, Jack Smith and the Biden DOJ spied on Republican senators and at least one Republican congressman. This is really bad stuff. They tried to take down the Republican Party and got caught. Do you have any more information that, as this was revealed the day before yesterday, and there was a testimony yesterday from Bondi saying you can't talk about it now? Have you heard anything more?
Dana, we're trying to get to the bottom of it right now, but I'll say this. Today, later today, the Democrats are going to vote for the 6th time to keep the government shut down. This is all part of their grand theater. This is Chuck Schumer's goal, to keep us shut down till the 18th of October, when he brings all the radicals to D.C. to march on Washington in their No Kings March. This is supposedly to complain about the threat to democracy that Trump and the Republicans happen to present. Look at the threat to democracy here. Where were they complaining about what the Biden Justice Department did to us, surveilling 8 U.S. senators? We're going to get to the bottom of it. This goes all the way back to Obama as well, Dana. If you think about it, I was a private citizen then. I was one of Trump's finance chairmen. I moved into Trump Tower the day after the election in 2016. You think about this, the FBI came up and surveilled us then under the false Russia hoax pretext. Now, we find out that they were surveilling us in 2023 with Jack Smith. I think the American people can see right through this. The real threat to democracy are Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. They're projecting this, and they're having this march, and they're going to keep the government shut down at a cost of $400 million a day. We're already at $3.2 billion and counting, just so Chuck Schumer can create this theater. It's a farce, and we've got to stop all of it.
Let me know if I heard this correctly from Senator Coons, a Democrat. He seems concerned about it as well. Listen.
If true, it is something I think urgently needs more investigation, and we need to better understand on what basis the cell phones of a number of senators were targeted, not to listen to their conversations, but to track who they were calling and from where, which just on the surface of it would strike me as a significant invasion of the right of senators to conduct their jobs. So this is something I think needs urgent follow-up.
Could this be an actually like a bipartisan agreement in the Senate?
Dana, you would think this could be a real turning point because of the constitutional implications of what you just discussed, what you just revealed. You have the executive branch snooping on the legislative branch, but the partisanship here is so bad. Again, Schumer's willing to shut down the government, inflict massive pain on the American people just for his partisan purposes. So, I wish we could get there, but the fact is that they're not willing to call out the Obama administration and the Biden administration for what they did and somehow project those practices onto the Trump administration and onto us Republicans. I can assure you that the 8 senators and the congressmen that have been listed that were surveilled, it had nothing to do with any sort of criminal activity or a threat to democracy. It was the Democrats going after President Trump's allies. Those of us that stood with him, again, I've been with him since being his finance chairman, as a private citizen, serving in his administration in the first term, and now as a U.S. Senator. If they can do it to me, Dana, think about this. A sitting U.S. Senator, they could do it to you, they could do it to anybody. What else has this Biden administration done? What else have they done to destroy the American people's faith in our law enforcement institutions?
All right, Senator Hagerty, we await more information, as you do as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.